Welcome back to 5 Minutes With on Buzz TV. I'm your host, Mike White, and on 5 Minutes With, we're meeting with leaders in our community that are doing great things and preparing great meals. Join us today from Cowford Chophouse. We have Matt Mannick and Ian Lynch. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So I've had the opportunity to not only witness and taste what you guys are doing and see the great organization running, but to read about new awards you guys are getting. So tell me a little bit about some awards you just received.
Yeah, so we've been very fortunate recently to get a number of awards. We run Best Steakhouse in Jacksonville from Folio, Top 50 Restaurant, Most Romantic Restaurant, and then we tied with the Best Steakhouse in Jackson, or in the state of Florida, actually. So,
Where was the other steakhouse?
There was Burns in Tampa, and I believe there was one other one in South Florida. So. Nothing else in the Northeast Florida.
Now, the accolades are great, but you guys have actually been there. Your tenure's even more impressive. So you guys came in the organization on day one. You guys opened 5 years ago?
Yeah, we opened in October of 2017, so about 5.5 years now we've both been there.
And came in as general manager and executive chef from day one?
That's correct, yeah.
Correct.
And so what is it like working with an owner that supports you in your efforts and gives you the resources you need?
I mean, it's been great. It's been, we've been working with Jacques for quite some time now, and he gives us latitude to make decisions, and lets me be creative with the menu. And Matt and I have a great relationship as well, where we work really well, which can sometimes be unusual for a GM and a chef to get along so well. But it's been great working, for Jacques and to work with Matt.
And now the opportunities, we were talking before, so you guys are now both owners in the business. How does that make you feel tied into, you're not just putting it in for somebody else, you're doing it for yourselves?
Yeah, it's a pretty great feeling. Working for Jacques for 9 years and 11 years, we've been here for the long haul, and to now have a piece of the business, it's certainly pretty amazing.
So I've worked downtown San Marco for 20 years. Driving over the Main Street Bridge, looking at the building when it was first acquired, saying, oh my God, really? What were your first thoughts as this transformation was starting to happen?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've all driven by it, with the old Jaguars in the pit in the windows for so long, and just seeing the whole thing come all the way down and then all the way back up, being there for the topping off ceremony, writing our names on the beam, and just kind of being there for the whole thing was an amazing experience.
Were there any doubts whether construction would ever end? What were some of the challenges that you guys witnessed going in there?
Yeah, I mean, we switched construction companies about halfway through, so that was quite the delay that we had. And then just kind of seeing the whole thing take shape. When you're looking at it being built, you're envisioning what you kind of think it is, and then when it actually comes to fruition, it can always be an exciting experience.
What inspires you in the recipes that you make?
I don't know. I'm not sure what inspires me. I guess my willingness to always put my best foot forward, to never take any shortcuts. I believe that there's a right way and a wrong way to do things, and I always try to stay on the right side of things. It just kind of how I'm feeling that day. Maybe I'll get an idea of, hey, I'd like to make like a ravioli or a different kind of seasoning for a steak. I mean, it just it just kind of happens.
With all of the accolades you have, there's a certain expectation now that people demand when they come in. Are there customers that they're just not enjoyable because of a preset expectation they have?
It's definitely a loaded question.
Tell me about the crappy customers, please.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, I think you hit it on the head. Once you start getting certain acknowledgments, and expectations can also rise with that. So you pretty much have to be perfect every step of the way. And at the end of the day, we have human beings cooking food on a wood-fired grill that changes temperature. So it's an extremely hard task to be perfect 100% of the time. We try our very best. At the end of the day, there's nothing you can do to make somebody happy. And we try our best. We always put our best foot forward and do everything we can. So that's where we have to lay at.
And last question for both of you. If you could wave a magic wand and take the business you guys now own, and change something about it? Add something to it, change something about it, other than getting rid of the other person. What would it be?
To be honest with you, I don't know what I would change, if I would change anything. A lot of changes were made after COVID, and it's really helped us be better. I feel that the quality of the food is even more consistent than it was before. And our lifestyle, our work life, and then I'm home more. I've got 3 young kids that I'm spending more time with them now than I have in 20 years of cooking.
I see the gray hair, I can tell.
Yeah.
And yourself?
I think Ian really hit it on the head. We're lucky enough to have an owner that is willing to listen to us and make changes. So anytime we want to come up with something or do something, he's very willing to let us do that. So, after COVID, when we closed down for lunches and we're now only open for dinner service Tuesday through Saturday, it's made a huge impact on the staff, on all of us. We're a whole lot happier. The staff doesn't work doubles anymore. Everybody is in a really good place. So I think, over the course of the last 5.5 years, we've really been able to make those changes, and we've kind of fine-tuned it to where it is now. And I think we're all pretty happy to be there and what it is.
Well, Matt, Ian, thank you guys so much for coming on. Congratulations. And you guys are really a gem to Jacksonville. We're very lucky to have you. And I will continue to support you because it's the most romantic place to be.
Appreciate that.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
So to find out more about Cowford Chophouse and all the amazing dishes they're serving up, visit us at iwantabuzz.com. We'll see you next time on Buzz TV.